Today we will talk about sustainable and smart farming on Imagine. Sustainable agriculture has dominated the sociological understanding of the rural world largely, following the enthusiasm around the concept as a means of eradication of poverty and turning the economy to a resource-efficient, low-carbon green economy. 1. Global population and consequently consumption has increased. However, technology development has matched the demand for food in terms of food production, but the distribution of food is not evenly distributed. This has brought forth the question of the possibility of supplying adequate food to the ever-growing global population. Further, the challenges posed by depleting non-renewable sources of energy, rising costs, and climate change has brought the issue related to sustainability of food production and the related social and economic impact of the food production into forefront. This paper outlines the meaning and technology related to sustainable agriculture and tries to gauge its impact as a possible solution to the impending food crisis. Sustainable agriculture is a process of farming using eco-friendly methods, understanding and maintaining the relationship between the organisms and environment. In this process of agriculture and animal husbandry are combined to form a simultaneous process and practice. In other words, sustainable agriculture is an amalgamation of three main elements, viz. Ecological health, profitability, and propagating equality. The concept of sustainability rests on the principle of not wasting any resources that may become useful to the future generation. Therefore, the main idea of sustainability rests on stewardship of individual and natural resources. Before understanding the technology involved in sustainable agriculture, it is important to know why we need it in the first place. Technologies are involved on sustainable smart farming. Sustainable agriculture uses best management practice by adhering to target-oriented cultivation. The agriculture process looks at disease-oriented hybrid, pest control through use of biological insecticides and low usage of chemical pesticide and fertilizer. Usually, insect-specific pest control is used, which is biological in nature. Water given to the crops is through micro-sprinklers, which help is directly watering the roots of the plants, and not flooding the field completely. The idea is to manage the agricultural land for both plants and animal husbandry. For instance, in many southwestern parts of Florida's citrus orchards, areas meant for water retention and forest areas become a natural habitat for birds and other animals. 9. The process uses integrated pest management that helps in reducing the amount of pesticide used in cultivation. Sustainable agriculture adopts green technology as a means of reducing wastage of non-renewable energy and increase production. In this respect, the sustainable agricultural technology is linked to the overall developmental objective of the nation and is directly related to solving socio-economic problems of the nation. 10. The UN report states, the productivity increases impossible through environment-friendly and profitable technologies. 11. In order to understand the technology better, one must realize that the soil's health is crucial for cultivation of crops. Soil is not just another ingredient for cultivation like pesticides or fertilizers, rather, it is a complex and fragile medium that must be nurtured to ensure higher productivity. 12. Therefore, the health of the soil can be maintained using eco-friendly methods. Healthy soil, essential to agriculture, is a complex, living medium. The loose but coherent structure of good soil holds moisture and invites airflow. A. And earthworms. B. Mix the soil naturally. Rhizobium bacteria. C. Living in the root nodules of legumes, such as soybeans, create fixed nitrogen, an essential plant nutrient. Other soil microorganisms, including fungi. D. Actinomycetes. E. And bacteria. F. Decompose organic matter, thereby releasing more nutrients. Microorganisms also produce substances that help soil particles adhere to one another. To remain healthy, soil must be fed organic materials such as various manures and crop residues. 13. This is nothing but a broader term to denote environment-friendly solutions to agricultural production. Therefore, the technology-related issue of sustainable agriculture is that it should use such technology that allows usage of renewable sources of energy and is not deterrent to the overall environment. Lastly, sustainable agriculture is the way to maintain a parity between the increasing pressure of food demand and food production in the future. As population growth, change in income demographics, and food preference changes, there are changes in the demand of food of the future population. Further, changes in climate and increasing concern regarding the depletion of non-renewable sources of energy has forced policymakers and scientists to devise another way to sustain the available resources as well as continue meeting the increased demand of food. Sustainable agriculture is the method through which these problems can be overlooked, bringing forth a new integrated form of agriculture that looks at food production in a holistic way. Hope this was helpful to all of you. Subscribe Imagine channel and hit the bell notification button to get more interesting topics, and if you have any ideas, please comment below. Thanks for watching.